Whether it's the sporadic cell service or the lack of passenger transportation, Highway 16 is getting more attention. The Omineca Beetle Action Coalition has issued the results of a recent study. It includes its recommendations to improve services along the corridor.
Communities up and down Highway 16 have long complained about the need for improvements, whether it's the movement of goods and services or the accessibility to social services. Now the Omineca Beetle Action Coalition has done its own survey and found much of the same.
We're looking at our economy in total. We're looking at retention issues. We're looking at how can we keep the youth in the north because we have the unlimited opportunities here in the north. And it's not enough that we just pave the highways. We have to get life onto the highways, which means public transportation.
Prince George is being hailed as the transportation hub for the north and is sold as such to the investment community. CEO for Initiative Prince George, Heather Oland, says she does hear about some industry issues around Highway 16 anecdotally.
Specifically around businesses that have to transport very large pieces of equipment. So if you can imagine mining equipment or very large pieces of equipment, sometimes they have challenges around being able to transport that around over bridges and weight restrictions and those sorts of things.
She says she is aware of the Transportation Ministry's work with different organizations specific to Highway 16.
It simply may be a matter of communicating that and talking about what the opportunities and challenges and obstacles are, because there's of course always the dollar concern, but when we're talking about highways, of course, always the safety concern. And so I know that the Ministry of Transportation is certainly doing that work.
OBAC is just one of several organizations to bring the challenges to Victoria's attention. The hope is continued pressure may prompt action.
Certainly money has to come forward and finances are involved. Everybody is talking about it and we just can't neglect it anymore. So I'm hoping that when all these organizations who are looking at transportation come together, that something is coming out of it.
OBAC has set out 5 recommendations, such as improving funding mechanisms to address the delivery of infrastructure improvements and providing responsive social service programs to meet rural needs. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.